Booty Bay is my favourite town in WoW. Despite it coming out in the early periods of World of Warcraft, there is so much cool detail to this place, and it has such a nice vibe. Something about WoW in the vanilla days is that Blizzard really didn't have much time to put much detail into anything. They had so much stuff on their plate that they had to get ready, which is why a lot of towns in WoW are kind of basic looking, with not much detail aside from a race-specific house model copy and pasted. However, Booty Bay is different. There's a surprising amount of really cool details to this place that I want to share with you guys. So many people going to Booty Bay for the first time, their first exposure to it was going through the hellscape of Stranglethorn Vale and then arriving to this oasis, although the entrance to this place looks really intimidating. Going through the tunnel, you can see even more cool detail to this place. There's like a waterscape down below and you cross this bridge, and if you look at the back of the cave, you can kind of see that there's like a skeleton of a miner, which is such a cool little detail, and yeah, Blizzard didn't have to add that detail, but they did. So the first real look at Booty Bay, you get this amazing panorama of the town, and yeah, it's just such a beautiful scenery. One of the key features of this place is these ships coming in and out, and usually this brings in some, new blood into the place, and there's always a sense that people are coming in and out of Booty Bay, both Horde and Alliance, and these ships are part of the reason why. So Booty Bay in general has a very chill vibe, but there is actually some sort of threat nearby. There's this giant called Macrash who is just chilling on this island, literally like 50 feet away, and somehow nobody's dealt with him yet. Now, off the coast of Booty Bay, you can see these cannons, and I presume these cannons are used to like defend Booty Bay from like invading pirates, I would imagine. And a cool thing about this is that you can actually get up onto the platform like this, I guess, tower, this defense tower of cannons. And as you can see, these cannons are just comically oversized. What kind of ammunition are they using? Like, it's a bit overkill, but yeah, these cannons are pretty massive, as you can see with this comparison. So there are a bunch of cool houses in Booty Bay, and one of them is this flop house. There's these hammocks, and you can just imagine being here like somewhere like this in the past where, there's like a port town and like people would give like a shilling to go sleep in one of the hammocks in a flop house like this with a bunch of other salty sailors. Yeah, it's just a cool, chill vibe. Something funny is that there's a fishing trainer in here and has like a giant fish next to him, which is so goblin. However, the real star of this place is the even bigger fish. Now, there's a giant fish that is hanging down in the center of the town. Something cool about this fish is that it looks like there's these small fish that have fallen out of its mouth as it's been hung up. Like, you can see there's these like fish that is just directly underneath its mouth. Large sea life often just straight up swallows a small sea life. Having these small fish fall out of its mouth is such a detail that Blizzard didn't have to add. Like, Blizzard didn't have to go this hard, but yeah, they added this extra level of detail, which honestly is really cool. There's this dude called Seawolf McKinley. You know how people like throwing daggers at like a wall or some board or something? No, this guy has a painting that he bought and is throwing swords at the painting. Like, Jesus, you don't want to mess with this guy. Something interesting that I didn't even know until I started recording this video is that there's an auctioneer in this house, like, just chilling here. I always thought the auctioneer was next to the bank and that was the only one, but no, there's actually another one here. There's this interesting shop called Pirate Supplies. Now, that's got to be one of the most niche stores of all time. He sells you some parrots that you can put on your shoulder, and I guess some recipe to create some pirate outfit. I think when I was literally an elementary school child and I came to Booty Bay, I actually bought one of these parrots because I just thought it was so cool. The teleporter in the middle of the town is pretty interesting. It's designed to take Horde players to Gnomeregan. I'm sure in Season of Discovery Phase 2 this will be activated once more. Yeah, this thing was kind of interesting, and something I noticed is that there's like a map of Azeroth on this device, and like some dials, like some knobs you can turn. I'm guessing the idea behind that design is that you can actually change the location of where you're teleporting, which is kind of insane. So the inn in Booty Bay is actually made out of ship parts, as I mentioned. Like, there's so many things in Booty Bay that just, you know, cuts off pieces of ship, maybe like pirate ships that they've defeated, and, you know, uses it as part of building material.
My, you're a tall one.
In general, there's just a really nice vibe in this place. It's a nice atmosphere. There's the ship hull room, which they've taken a hull of a ship and created a room, like a corridor out of it, which honestly is really impressive at how creative it is. In one of these rooms, there's a cool rogue trainer. He's like this swashbuckler that is dressed in this like really cool outfit. Yeah, I believe he's the only trainer in Booty Bay. But yeah, if you're ever in a pinch and you're like a rogue in Stranglethorn Vale and you don't want to go back to town, you can learn some spells from him. The rulers of Booty Bay are quite interesting. There's this, you know, Tauren and this goblin. Obviously, you know, this is a goblin town.
Keep your nose clean in my town. Well met, traveler. There's opportunity to be had here if you're clever enough.
You get a really cool view of the town from this ship here. You can walk across, and yeah, it's just, it's so cool. Now, one worrisome aspect of Booty Bay is the fireworks merchant, and just walking into the shop, like, you gotta imagine what the hell this guy was thinking. Like, there's so many rockets and gunpowder barrels and all kinds of things next to open flames. Like, this guy, it's not like this guy just had like one torch in the room. No, there's like half a dozen torches and like candles on top of explosive barrels. Like, this guy is, I mean, that's so goblin, right? Like, that little characterization, like, of goblins being super reckless that they put into the environmental detail. Like I said, they didn't have to go that hard. Like, Blizzard didn't have to go that hard, but they did. The fact that they put so much care and attention into making Booty Bay so cool like this is honestly really, really admirable. There's also this clothes shop, which is kind of interesting. Like, you always see, like, armor vendors and stuff, like, you know, they've got, you know, plate mail and leather armor or stuff like that on like the shelves, and like, this is just straight up a clothes shop, like clothes that, you know, commoners would buy. And walking across these houses, it's just very cool. You feel like a pirate. You're in a pirate town. And in case you've forgotten the theme, there is this pirate model. Like, it's one of the first models that Blizzard has ever made. I gotta say, despite it being one of the earliest models that Blizzard has made, it looks damn good. I hope you guys enjoyed this type of video, and if you enjoyed this, please drop a like and sub.